Yeah, so then real dark times, and so when I was in the phase of getting into him, I was like, why didn't they make him champ? But now looking back, it makes sense that they don't make him champ because people like that with this negative mindset, their negativity, they think they're like wise and intelligent and smart, and they know all this knowledge, but their mindset is actually holding them back. And the storyline between him and Diamond Dallas Page is a good example because they're supposed to be like trained together, good mates and stuff. And Diamond Dallas Page had all these issues like Raven, but different issues. This is the storylines. But Diamond Dallas Page was always the one that looked at the glasses half full. So I just thought it was really good that they ended like because ECW was the third most popular show in the wrestling world in the 90s, and Raven was around in the 90s and 2000s, but he was just on the independent scene in the 2000s, no TV stuff. The second biggest show was WCW, and the biggest one was WWE, and he was all on all of them. But yeah, two-time champion in ECW. Diamond Dallas Page ended up becoming a three-time WCW heavyweight champion, and when Raven was feuding and having all that stuff and having all these things go his way and getting people doing his bidding, getting his own security guards and everything, yet he still never actually won the big one there. It was the positive guy. It was the guy who ran around saying South High Five. And ever since because I had self confidence because of the fact that my God was backing me up. But then when life was going haywire all those years, it made me really question my beliefs. And because I never questioned it before, because it was, well, I can't, I'm only just a human being. I like the idea of the God of the universe guiding my steps. And then I was following all the virtues that I was taught as a Christian, and I wasn't going anywhere. So I started, getting really negative and having a very similar mindset to Raven. And then I got to the point where I took ownership of my own life and started sounding like DDP because I have these self affirmations that I love. I've got this, and it might sound weird, but I've got this 6 minute video of me saying nothing positive and just repeating all the things and reasons why I should be proud of myself and love myself. And I was down and out, and I had that on my phone, so I would play that every single day. And I had like this self love, sleep hypnosis, and all this type of thing. And if negative people were being negative to me and I wasn't at work, I could walk away. I wouldn't have anything to do with them. It's like, well, you're just being an asshole and you're trying to drag me down. I don't want to know you. This isn't a workplace. I don't have to know you. And then I just wouldn't go hang out with other people that were nicer and all those types of things. So it was much more of a DDP mindset of that self high five. Um, and I got into all that martial arts so I got all the mental and strength, and I was developing myself spiritually by studying the European spirituality. And I found the connection between the European and the Hinduism because they stemmed from the same people, but the human race has been around the world multiple times. So the Aryans went from Iran. That's the name Iran. It's, like Aryan, like Iranian, you know. But then intermixes and all that type of thing. Then they went from one place to another. Anyway, turns out that at some stage there was some of them who were Hindus, and that's why when you have a look at the Vikings mythologies and stuff, it's very similar to Hinduism. They believe in Fenrir the Wolf, which is time. In the Hindus they believe in Kali, and um, they have Lord Shiva. We have Wotan, he who is fully self-aware, but he's also portrayed as one that's willing to, fight against the limitations of one's mind. And this, the god Lord Shiva's the destruction one. Anyway, going on to this Raven thing, I used to think that my God was against me, my government was against me, and one of my, I can, I'm comfortable saying this to you, one of my, this is disturbing, it's just I've come a long way, and, you know, but in that time period, one of my comforting things was not cutting myself, but like hitting myself because I felt so much emotional pain that when I felt the bit of physical stuff or go out play rugby or all those types of things, it would take my focus away from the disappointment and the anguish of all this type of stuff. You see Ray